श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् नारायणाय परिपूर्णगुणार्णवाय विश्वोदयस्थितिलयोन्नियतिप्रदाय ज्ञानप्रदाय विबुधासुरसौख्यदुःखसत्कारणाय विदताय नमो नमस्ते अभ्रमं भङ्गरहितम् अजडं विमलं सदा आनन्दतीर्थमतुलं भजे तापत्रयापहम् पृथ्वीमण्डलमध्यस्थाः पूर्णबोधमतानुगाः वैष्णवाः विष्णुहृदयाः तान्नमस्ये गुरोन्मम तपस्वाध्याय शुश्रूषा कृष्णपूतारतं मुनिं विश्वेशमिष्टदं वन्दे परिव्राट्चक्रवर्तिनम् Namaste, one and all present here. I am Vedesha from Purna Pramati Gurukula Anandvana. Uh, Today, I am very fortunate to get an opportunity to talk on the uniqueness of Sri Madhwacharya's commentary on this Madhwa consciousness program arranged by Anil Harihara and Anand Co. Um, I have chosen a topic on the state of liberated soul in Upanishads. Mukto kalanam avasthit prakaraha. Although this topic is mentioned in many Upanishads, my main focus is on the sixth prashna of Shat Prashna Upanishad Bhashya. In this Upanishad, there are six rishis, starting from Sukesha Bharadwaja, mentioned by Upanishad. They are all eager to get the knowledge about Brahman and have sought guidance from the from the Rishi Pipalada. In the last prashna, that is sixth prashna, Rishi Bharadwaja asked, "What are all the bindings a jiva has in his materialistic world?" The Shodasha Kalas. All the bindings are called Shodasha Kalas. Answering to this, Pipalada Rishi enlisted all the 16 Kalas which are bound to the jiva and their respective deities. Those are Tattvabhimani Devatas who have the authority over them. Now a question arises. Where does the jiva and the kalas go when jiva gets liberated? Is he now independent? What happens to the 16 bindings or the kalas which were with him? These were the questions arised. The answer given by Upanishad was Pare Veye Sarva Eki Bhavanti. Uh, let's look on how one interpretation is made on this topic. The liberated jiva and the deities attain eki bhava, that is singularity with the God. This is the one interpretation made by Mayavada. So eki bhava means they were attaining singularity with the God. All the deities and the jiva, they will go into Brahman or they will become the Brahman. So oneness or singularity is their main idea. Only one ultimate reality, Brahman, exists, and there is no second entity. So, as I have showed it in the uh, there is a shloka given. Sayathema nadyah syandamanaha samudrayanaha samudram prapya astam gachanti bhidyete tasam namarupe samudra ityevam prochyate. This was the example given by them on how the jiva and the deities attain eki bhava. So in this verse, the illustration of rivers flowing into the ocean is utilized to show how the presiding deities of Kalas, when liberated, reach the Supreme Purusha. So at first we get this meaning. When rivers flow towards the ocean, on reaching the ocean, they disappear or they give up their individuality in it, and their name and forms are destroyed and are all called the sea. So I have showed a picture here rivers merging into sea. Here, uh, you can see many rivers flowing into sea. Uh, Ganga and Yamuna and other all rivers, they merge into sea. So as we know this. Um, so this was the example given by them. Before merging, we could identify between all the rivers. This river is Ganga, this river is Yamuna. But after merging, in the sea, we can't distinguish between Ganga and Yamuna. And all the people will only explain it as this is sea, not Yamuna and Ganga. They will not call it Ganga and Yamuna, only they will call it as sea. And it is only present in singularity. Only one sea is there. So likewise, एवमेव अस्य परिदृष्टुकामाः षोडशकलाः पुरुषायणाः पुरुषं प्राप्य अस्तं गच्छन्ति भिद्येते चासां नामरूपे पुरुष इत्येवं प्रोच्यते स एषः अकलः अमृतः भवति तदेष श्लोकः. So likewise for him who seeks purusha, with all the 16 kalas whose goal is the purusha, having merged with the purusha, disappear. Their names and form are destroyed and is called the sea. And now, this was the interpretation made by others, Mayavada. This interpretation is discarded by Sri Madhwacharya by saying it is invalid. I have shown four points where they went wrong. Firstly, before in this drishtanta, there is no eki bhavanti. Eki bhavanti is the word which is in the previous shloka. Parevyaye sarva eki bhavanti. So they will go into Brahman. They said eki bhava means they will attain singularity. Firstly, in the Vakya, Pareve Eki Bhavanti is interpreted wrongly, says Madhvacharya. Why? So the Prativadi and the Vadi, Madhvacharya, both both are discussing in the language of Samskrita, which is which have some rules which is said by Vyakarana, which both of them agree upon. But here there is a word eki bhavanti. Does this mean singularity or oneness? Is the question is the question raised by Madhvacharya? Because the grammatical structure of this expression does not permit such a meaning. The suffix tvi here, eki bhavanti, the ikara, is in the sense of abhuta tadbhava. That is to say, something which was not before being brought into existence. So let us take another example where Tvi Pratyaya is used. Shuddhikarana of a room. So the verbal act is Shuddha, cleaning the room. This act is expressing that it was not Shuddha before. The room was not Shuddha before. By doing the act, by cleaning, the room is now Shuddha. In their context, Jiva Brahmaikya is not something that is to be brought about. You cannot use the Tvi Pratyaya here and say Eki Bhavanti because Jiva Brahmaikya is always there according to Advaita. Anadi Nitya. Therefore, this expression cannot be constructed as conveying singularity or oneness between Jiva and Brahman. So, here Chvi Pratyaya is there. You have interpreted wrongly. So by Eki Bhavanti, the actual meaning is not identity, but being in the same place, Sthanaikya, and having no discord in thought with the god. That is Matyaikya is meant. uh, there's another example. Gavaha goshthe eki bhavanti. Here, does it mean here all the cows went to the Goshala is the actual meaning. Here they have used the word eki bhavanti. Does it mean here all the 10, 12, 20 cows became one after entering the Goshtha? No, absolutely not. It means they all came in the same place, that is Goshtha or the Goshala, and they didn't become one. Uh, for Matyaikya, there is another example. Rajnah eki bhavanti. Here, all the kings, they all agreed upon the same topic is the meaning and not becoming one. So, in all these examples, we saw that eki bhavanti have another meaning, sthanaikya and matyaikya. So, avirodhascha sadrishyam ekadesha stitistata eki bhava stridha proktaha naiki bhava swarupayoho. So there is a shloka quoted by Madhwacharya in the Bhashya of Shatprashna Upanishad, where Eki Bhava cannot be explained in terms of Jiva Brahmaikya or Aikya in general, and it can only be used in only three ways. So let us come to the example given by them. Example of river merging in the ocean. Sayathe Adhya Sandamana. So here Madhwacharya, Madhwacharya then again tells many more doshas. Here, one another dosha is astam gachanti. Uh, Here, astam gachanti. We all have heard it in the word Surya Asta. Asta means Surya. Uh, Surya vanished. Surya set. Here, does it mean Surya vanished out of existence? Absolutely not. He will be visible in other parts of the world also. Therefore, here Asta means adarshanam gachanti, means they become unobservable. To whom? To the ajnanis like us. So astam gachanti is also interpreted wrongly. You have to correct your grammatical understandings. Then there is another word vidyate tasam namarupe. Their name and forms gets destroyed. Is the meaning they said. Madhvacharya asks, has anyone seen the word bhidyate, the bhidadatu, which is bhidir dvaidhi karane, used in the meaning of destroying? Now let us take another example. Ghata bhinnaha. Here, does it mean ghata got destroyed? We understand it like that, but it doesn't mean it. Here, bhidir dvaidhi karane dhatu translate to it split into parts. Dvaidhi karana, two parts or many parts. So, Bheda, that is distinction between the name and forms of the rivers and ocean are maintained. So, now leave the mantra and the wordings, says Madhvacharya. Think logically. If two water bodies mix together, they don't become one. Scientifically also. Because as scientifically means logically. As some amount of water increases in volume, if we mix two types of water, so we see increase in the amount. Also, the paramanu or the molecules of one is different from the other. So, eki bhavanti does not mean aikya. And also, another dosha is samudra ityevam prochyate. Here, they interpreted by doing the badacheda, samudraha ityevam prochyate. All rivers are called only ocean. So, it is invalid. because no one knows Bhasha Jnana. Whoever knows Bhasha Jnana doesn't make these type of mistakes. It should be read as Samudre Ityevam Prochate. Now it means all rivers are said to be in the ocean. So, by this, being a philosopher, Sri Madhwacharya showed that one has to establish a topic grammatically, logically, and also giving agama pramanas, which the opponent also agrees upon. So, by this, I would like to end my talk. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu.
Yeah, thanks, Vedesh, for this. From the language perspective, how the misinterpretations happened, and in understanding the state of the uh, soul in a salvation. Thanks for that. If anyone have any opinion or any inputs, please give it to Vedesh so that he can also answer into that. Arvind, sir, Vijay.
Thank you. It's a very good presentation. Well done, This. I want to add no question. What he said was very, very nice, logical as well as language. Grammatically, we understood a lot of things. In fact, it is said that when in Harikathamritsara it is quoted that and it is scientifically also, there is a lot of research going on. The water once in the ocean, now the sun extracts that by the heat. So they will form different clouds of different rivers have different clouds, and they will come back and pour in the same river. So this is how it is going on the cycle. At the micro level, there is more research required, but just still I am saying something. What is that? From each river, it is said scientifically also, even philosophically further, somewhere quoted, and in Jagannatha Surkut, Jalada Vadapa Budi, Jalavanambud Abdha. Yeah. So what he says there is, each cloud, it takes, like, for example, Ganga river only is extracted and put back to Ganga. That's how there is a Ganga's color is different. So more research required, but definitely this is what is the prima facie. So thank you. This is my just
Yeah.
small addition.
You mean to say the God will take them inside, and
The cloud, nature-wise
he
also.
will put outside. He will also, when Sushti happens, he will give
No, even
outside.
not 50, continuously. Now, you know that there will be how the reverse levels maintained by the pouring from the rain. But then
Yeah.
this happens, the Ganga water has been in the cloud and it has come back to Ganga. Otherwise, there would have been change in the color Ganga, right? So how it is maintaining despite torrential rain and all is because of this cycle that sun knows. Like he said, no, Ajnani, we can't distinguish. But sun being a Jnani, he will take properly from whichever cloud, whichever water, same water. And same thing, same clouds will pour there. This is what it is being said.
But
As I said,
how you are comparing with the salvation? This
no salvation. What he was telling is the different identities maintained. Even at the stage, while it is while in the ocean, from ocean to back to river, same river is coming, Ganga water. So which means Ganga clouds different from Yamuna clouds. So this is how because even otherwise through constant rain, the color would have changed. Now Ganga water still maintains its identity, and it has been raining for thousands of years, right, on the Ganga.
Okay.
But what it is said is only those particular at micro level is taken and poured at the same. As I said, definitely more research, but this is has been said
Okay.
in scriptures as well as somewhere in
Okay.
scientific. I will verify more in scientific investigations, but this has been, I've heard this for sure from somebody higher than me. No, that's what is in my mind. Okay.
Yeah. No. Videsh, one more question. That even after liberation, right? Like there are different level of there are different types of moksha. So is this liberated souls when will going to come back for the next Srishti uh,
No, no,
activity?
they won't come back.
Okay. So, what we heard is when Sushti or Laya happens, right? Uh, it will be there in Udara of stomach of God, and all the jivas will
This
be
is
put outside for
liberation
this.
is different, laya is different.
Yeah, yeah. But
Liberation,
in Srishti and Laya process, God will going to put outside all these jivas from his stomach outside. And when Laya Pralaya happens, he will take all these jivas once again in the into the his stomach. So that's what we heard. So in between the liberated souls will be come back to this cycle or they will not come back.
uh, what was the question? The last sentence.
The cycle, right? This is Sushti and Laya is happens, right? Though he will put outside the when Sushti happens, he will put outside the souls, and when Laya happens, he will take all the jivas inside his stomach. That's what we heard as a.
Yeah, this cycle of Srishti and Laya, it is a
Hmm.
continuous process,
Okay.
but the liberation process is different from this.
Yeah, the liberated
This
souls will going to come back to this cycle or not?
no,
Or
no, they won't come back. The
okay,
liberated souls won't be in the stomach of
okay,
Paramatma.
okay,
Those
okay,
jivas only they are not liberated jivas
hmm,
who are there in the stomach of Brahma.
okay.
No, there are, can I add a line here?
Yeah, sure.
See, in the Kalpasadhana Sandhi, so Jagannath Asura had said, okay,
Hmm.
after 100 years of Brahma,
Hmm.
which is like 3 crore, 11 lakh, 4,000 crores of years. Okay. So after that, Brahma will take all the jivas and puts in the Vasudeva's stomach. But then, okay, they have the power to come outside. They say, some of the liberated. So, see, there are two things. One is liberated, other is completely mukta. When I say liberated word, we have to translate actually in Sanskrit to Kannada. But what I know is what all jivas out of that. Some, and there is, I think what Videsha was referring was moksha, that is na punaravartate. So there is something from their transformation. So still, I'm not aware, but this much is there. What when God takes, they can, once they put their signature, they can come. Some of them can come. What is it said is some muktas are even today in our world also. It is said this. Okay, they are there, very
They
much
won't come.
witnessing.
The muktas can roam around freely wherever they can, but
Yeah.
they will not have the samsara bandha.
Samsara bandhan they will not. 100%. That's yeah, fully. But
So,
even
so
in
you
this,
mean
I
to
think
say, so you mean to say
They
the muktas will be there around us, but they are not connected with this cycle.
yes, some of them
they are not
authorize
visible. They are not visible to us, and
visible.
they don't have the panchabhutika deha like us.
Yeah.
Okay, that Bhautika body is a different discussion because Devas will be there, Asuras will be there, and Manushas are there. The Jiva, the body related stuff is different. Okay, how it is made up of. But as such, Muktas also can be. They have a freedom to be their part of this cycle, and they okay, they have a choice to
Yeah,
move
but
around.
they are not in the part of cycle. Cycle is maintained and it has rules.
Okay. Okay.
So who, yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
So this contradict the whatever Arvind Gambhir was saying, that the even Muktas will be there around with us, right?
Around with us meaning
We
the,
can't see them. I never said we
we
can see
can't see
them,
them.
but they have power to come and
See, seeing visibly or non-visibly, it's not,
different,
it doesn't make
different.
sense
Doesn't matter. Yeah,
in,
yeah.
yeah, it doesn't make sense because when we have this Srishti and Laya, right, in between we have so many stuffs, how the
See,
Sthiti happens and how the Srishti happens, how the body is there, how the whole Srishti is there. That's a different, no,
see
the materialistic
why I am
part.
saying it. There is a clear word in Harikatamritsara, and there a
Hmm,
single word cannot go wrong.
hmm, hmm,
Vasadevana Udaradim Paramattu Harshadali. Udaradhim Paramattu Harshadali means this well is explaining 100 years after it takes back.
hmm.
Paramattu Udaradim means Paramattu means it can come out. Now, some
Okay.
of them. I don't know who and how who are empowered. Actually, there is something here. Here, I think we have to stop at some time discuss because those who are gone
Oh,
there will never speak to us. And we are all speaking who are not there, right? Because who
okay.
are already are there cannot speak to us. So it is slightly, I think, intangible.
Okay.
But this is what is said, Paramattu Harshadali means they can come. They have power to travel among three lokas and
Okay.
also come out. This is said. There is a shloka. If you want, after this discussion, I'll put that shloka in the group,
Sure, 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 sure.
the workshop. Okay. So, I mean, our definitely my understanding is very much limited. Please forgive me, Vedesh. You have Shastra. I'm just trying to understand from your discussions. Okay,
Okay.
small observation. Those who are all
So,
forgive me. I mean, I'm a teacher, so I talk more, but want to understand definitely. Thank you.
yeah. Sure. Next time, Vedesh can, give us more clarity on these on the subject. Whenever he will give a next level of, Madhva Bodhi, or his team, whenever they give the next level of Madhva Bodhi, they can clarify all these things. Anybody else have any questions, Vijay?
So one question I have, Vedish, you have told really, really very good. Um, and the approach for how Srimad Ananda Tirtharu were proving by taking simple opponents' thoughts
Yes.
and then proving it in
Yes.
otherwise by even
True.
dividing the words and even by going by one single character and its
Yeah.
meaning in different contexts. They explained how to unprove or disprove their thoughts and uplift the Hari Siddhanta or Madhva Siddhanta. Uh, one question since this Muktaru coming, right? They are around us. If they are around us, they may not be having these Aniruddha Deha also, right? Linga Deha, Aniruddha Deha, they will not be having, correct? They will
No,
only be
they
having
won't have.
Swarupa Deha.
Yeah, they won't have.
Ha, okay.
Okay.
They will experience the same sukha which they are experiencing the moksha when
Okay.
they roam around also.
Mhm.
It is the same as the moksha.
Okay. And I think this approach, whatever the way how uh, you were explaining the Madhva Siddhanta, I think most of the kids need to know at least some basic Siddhantas like this so that they can understand how powerful is Madhva Siddhanta. That's the only compliment I can give for your work here.
Uh, any improvements I should have taken?
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
have I don't have that kind of feedback. I feel it is far better than whatever we see today and from last 300 days. It's good.
It's a very nice, micro level of, language, grammar, and the presentation was also cool, very slow, very informative. I think we hope Vedesh and team or Anandvana team will going to come out with more Madhva Bodhis related to our Madhva philosophy. Thanks, Vedesh. Uh, Thanks, Vedesh, for this, nice presentation. Now we will go to the ending prayer. Raghutam, uh, can start.
It's a